Brian Grazier just sent over the script and said, "Would you like to read this?" And he gave it to, and Rob read it, and Rob said, "This is kind of an interesting script on J. Edgar Hoover there." And I said, "Oh, J. Edgar Hoover, that's interesting." So just the idea was interesting. So I read it, and I liked it right away. I came in the next day, I said, "Gee, I like this, let's do it." It's about Hoover in this early 20s, starting the Department of the Bureau of Investigation, and then becoming the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and then on into his 70s, and he's reflecting back on his days and his involvement with the Lindbergh case and various high-profile cases of that time in history. He was 22 years old when he started the Bureau of Investigation, which is really rather young. I look back and I think at 22, I didn't know anything at 22. How would he to start anything? But people grew up faster then in the 20s and 1919, 1918, in that area. So but he did a lot of things. He got himself a good education and developed a FBI, which everybody had to be very well educated as well as fit and trained, and it was he was very clever. He was very good with the press. He was very good with and the politicians. The politicians couldn't get rid of him, and he had something on every president. He was a neighbor of Lyndon Johnson's, and it's believed, I don't know how true it is, but it's believed that he was responsible for Lyndon Johnson becoming vice president. That was his insistence that happened, which eventually, as history provides, that eventually made him president. He is very bright, and he likes doing offbeat parts. He isn't satisfied just being a matinee idol. He's interested in doing other roles that stretch his imagination, and I think that's admirable. I like that. I've always been such a great admirer of hers. She was my only choice, actually. If she had turned me down, I don't know where I'd have gone next. I mean, there's a few others I would have gone to. There's a lot of fine actresses out there, but she was the one I just saw in this part.